we got in about 111 plays, not counting the special teams. We had a lot of good special teams work, which I was really happy about, and I thought kicker and punt guy did a pretty good job with what they're supposed to do. I thought our snapper missed a couple today, and he's got to pick up his tempo and what he's doing, because it actually hurt us on 2 occasions. So between snapper, punt guy, and kicker, I thought the special teams were all right. I think we've got some young guys on special teams that will play, and I'm excited about that, because there's a lot of energy and there's a lot of competition there. I thought the offense played slow. They're the ones really today I thought looked like practice 17. I didn't like the pace in which they handled the different situations, which is something we need to get remedied. And, some of that might have been some of the young guys not quite getting lined up fast enough. And those guys need to grow up, because they've got to be ready to play. So, that's part of it as well. Defensively, I thought after the last 3 days, they had maybe taken some steps back, but I thought they played better today. I really did. I thought they were energized. I thought they played with detail. One of the drives that the one defense gave up, they gave up 2 big penalties. Had chances to stop them. Unforced errors, those are the things that hurt you. And I think they'll see that and learn from it. Quarterback-wise, all guys got reps with the ones, and I don't think anybody stepped up, statistically at all. Connor actually had, probably from a statistical standpoint, probably had the best day. Same time, it's about decisions when it's needed. I didn't think Nick was the freshman guy was particularly sharp today, but he'll learn from it. I know how he is, and then Connor did some good things. I thought he missed a couple throws that I think he's going to want back once he watches it on video. But and you know what, CJ had a really good day. Took the threes right down the field and made a couple plays with his feet, and so I thought that was good to see as well. Other positions, I feel like the running backs, nobody really stepped up, but I will say I was happy to see Capri step up and take on the blitz a couple times really well, which I think he can be a good protector for us. Thought Woke did some good things, and we got a lot of things out of it. We got some really good situational work that just happened. We played basically the format. We played like it was a game for a half, and then we did situations from there, so we were able to just play it out as. Thought our communication offensively was not great from the sideline to the quarterbacks. We've got to get that cleaned up. It was better last week, which shouldn't be the case. This week I thought we were a little slow getting some things in, but we're still kind of working on some signaling and especially in all the different pace type things that we do. So those are all things that we'll work on and get better this week. As we head in, we'll have a real good practice tomorrow with corrections from this scrimmage tomorrow night and the next day, and then going into Thursday, we'll actually do some prep for some other teams that do some unique things on our schedule that I want to make sure that we get in before we start into prep for the first game. So I know the guys are excited to kind of band together, and yet we'll do a lot of good on good still, to make sure that we're staying speed of the game.
Jim, you were really happy with what a lot of the true freshmen were able to do last time. Did some of those guys, was there a little bit of a drop-off this time around?
I really did. I do. I think, as I kind of watch it, and thought some guys played slow. Thought some guys played like maybe with the poor me's, not realizing that this is the way it is. And so, but that's part of the maturation process with every young guy. So they've got to be able to see it on video and say, oh, I see what we're saying. And some guys may be feeling sorry for themselves, which, is kind of natural. So this will be a great learning tool for us.
Are you a little disappointed that one of your quarterbacks has not made a move for that top job yet?
I thought today I was kind of happy with all of them, from the standpoint of they managed it. Mm-hmm. We threw one interception, which, you could have gone either way, but it's going to go on his record. And yet at the same time, I think they did a good job of understanding and taking care of the football.
Do you have a quarterback battle because they're all playing well, or it's because they're all playing the same?
I think that's a great question. I think it's probably a little bit of both. I guess no one's just stepped up and, just said, every single, what we're looking for is somebody to go 23 for 26, and those 26 were throwaways to not take a sack. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah. And
know exactly where it's got to be. Get everybody in the protection right. And I'm not going to tell you that we're seeing that yet. And that's where we've got to get. And they've got to let the people around them make plays and distribute the ball.
Is that a concern for you at this point that somebody hasn't done that?
No.
Were you hoping it would have happened by now, though?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be crazy not to hope that. But you got to understand, guys, at that position, I'm probably harder on anybody. And you can ask the guys that I've coached in the past. I mean, we've had some unbelievable performances, and I was so upset about the 3 plays that we didn't make that, you know what, I expect perfection. And that's what they should strive for. So, to maybe the commoner in the stands might say, well, geez, I thought the guy played pretty good. Well, no, he didn't. He missed 3 plays. And that's not acceptable.
Did you feel like we talked yesterday that this is going to help you determine your roster? Did you see some things out here that answered some questions for you, made some decisions easier, or made them tougher?
It was hard. I think we got some clarity. Now we'll see when we break it down and we'll sit down and watch it, offense and defense, and we'll watch it as a staff. Then we'll actually watch it as a staff again. And that I think some things will be determined from there. And it's hard. It's hard for me to see exactly up front maybe where some of the guys were, and maybe position of some of the linebackers. So this will clear it up for us.
How